Well guys, welcome back to the trail. We are near Chipping. We're going to tackle a few of these trough of bowling fells that I haven't nailed before. Spent a bit of time in the trough of Bowland, or the forest of Bowland, but not really done these fells like Parlick, which is where we're heading first. So it's just before 8 o'clock, about 7:55, and it's Friday, an October day, the 8th I think. Should all be down here. And yeah, another good weather report for today, as you can see behind me. Just caught the sun rising as I drove up here. But straight away, we're into the elevation. So, time to start breathing heavy. Let's get to it. So that up ahead is Parlick, and we're not mucking about this morning. We're going to take the footpath straight up to the top, 432 metres. Just going to get up there, get it over with, and then by then, once we're up there, we should stay up there, varying only by about 100 metres to the next fell. Peat cutting. I think we're going to take that path there. Wow, I'm not even at the top yet. Oh man, that was mighty steep. Just starting to see the landscape open right up. Wow, another good choice of day to do this. Loving it. See all our familiar landmarks as we'd expect. We'll point them out when we get up to the top. Up to the top! Still got a bit to go, yeah. Okay, let's do it. No lollygagging. Excuse the heavy breathing. That was a fair slog. Oh, here we are. The summit of Parlick. And a piece of stuff. Goosed, I say, or pheasanted. Grouse. Oh. Wow. It's a hard slog, I'm going to admit. Sort out my gear. So, Parlick. Not sure that's everyone's preferred way of getting up here, but it's mine today. 432 meters. And then we're going to head that way to Nick's chair, following that path along the fence. Looks alright from here. You can see where we're going anyway. Wow. Yeah. What a view. So again, I won't bother showing you, but you know by now. As always, we see Winter Hill with its masts. Easy to spot, and even from here, Preston, the entire city's laid out there. The forest of Poland itself, what we're in. What else we got? You can see off to the coast, but I can't see Heysham or anything from here. Moving around, it's just faintly off in the distance, the Lake District, and then the Yorkshire Dales off to the east. All good stuff, all familiar now. But yeah, Blackpool Tower, there we go, there's another landmark. Probably I can just see a bit of Morecambe Bay. So yeah, right, all good stuff. Take a few pictures, have a drink of water, and then Nick's chair. Hopefully we can have a sit down. Bubble. So a little correction. You know my geography. It wasn't the Forest of Bowling. We're in the Forest of Bowling. It was Beacon Fell. Kind of big chunk of woodland you could see there. And we can even see, according to the map, Ilkley Moor, one of my favourite spots recommended to me by Alex. I really want to go back there, shoot a video for you guys, and do the town as well. Actually, Ilkley itself, it looked like a great little sort of area, shopping area. So really like to do that again. That again was quite a slog to get up onto the moors, but it was quite nice at the top. So I do want to go back and do that. So we're going to follow this path, all by our lonesome at the minute, though I shouldn't say that after the last video on Anglesark. I said it was quiet and then it was anything but quiet. So anyway, a bit of a different context here. So we're going to go to Nick's seat and then on to Fairsnape Fell, where there should be a trig point for us to pick up. But again, wow, what a day, what a glorious day. Yesterday, Thursday the 7th, pretty sure that's the date, was kind of wet, overcast, got a bit of rain as well, so I just spent the day editing, stayed in, and then when I looked at the weather report, BBC weather's usually pretty accurate, so is the Met Office for the UK, gave sunshine, so here we are, and here it is. Brilliant. Anyway, that's the Pilgrim weather report. Let's press on today. I didn't tell you the mileage, did I? 14 rings a bell. I'm sure he said on the video's name. 16 miles, because we've got quite a few fells to cover early on, but then it's a kind of long circuitous route back to the car along country roads, so that's what makes the miles chomp. But the fells, we should be, no, I shouldn't say that really, should I? We should be done with them relatively quickly, but we don't lose much elevation, maybe 100 metres or so between fells. So all good, enough rambling, let's get some walking done. So that's a sign saying that Wolf Fell, nice name, is access area. It's quite faded. Beware of unexploded shells. Okay, nobody told me about that. Looks like the dodgiest goalpost ever. So yeah, we've come from up there, and then we're heading up that way to the summit, I guess. Fairsnape Fell. Well yeah, over in that direction, sort of northeastwards, all that is Wolf Fell. We will be crossing it all later. Okay, time for a rant. I'm just saying, right? It's just my opinion. I'm not an expert. It's just my opinion. But if you're going to come up something like this, where I've literally powered up Parlick, the side of it, to that 432 metres of height, I want my lungs working at maximum efficiency, putting oxygen into my bloodstream to go pump it round my body, to my muscles. They're having to work a little bit harder. So why would you smoke up here? Literally, it would be like driving a Lamborghini but filling the petrol tank with dirty fuel, clogging up the carburetors or whatever. I'm not a mechanic, by the way. So, the struggle those lungs must be under for a regular smoker. And if you say to me, hey Pilgrim, I'm a smoker and I don't have a problem, whatever. Well, maybe if you don't have a problem, it would be even better for you, easier to come up here if you didn't smoke. Just saying, it's kind of a proven thing. A lot of people are walking around these days with masks on. How many of them are smokers? Here's something that guarantees to kill you eventually through lung cancer and second-hand smoke to other people. It's the 21st century, man. Why are we still doing this? Anyway, rant over with. Just my opinion. Disagree if you like. Whatever. My lungs are working. They're doing a lot of work right now. I'm going to keep them in peak condition as best I can. God willing. Fell runners. There's the fella. Sorry again for the heavy breathing. How lovely. Everybody loves a good sit. Boosh. That's what I'm looking for. So, behind us, Isham power plant. There's out to sea, but it's a little bit foggy, a little bit hazy. Can't really see. So we are on Fairsnape Fell, and that pole stuck in the cairn is Paddy's pole. Belongs to Paddy. Paddy's pole. Put it there because Paddy's. Yeah, Paddy's pole apparently. There's some shelter there. Yeah, it's quite good shelter that. 2 benches and a dog bowl. As far as shelters go. So we're going to head from here east, hit the cairn to Beasley Steady, the grouse butts, and then we are heading over to Totridge through Whitmore Fell, and then from there we have to double back on ourselves. I think there's no clear track because Harden Brook's between us and Harden Fell. Thanks. Literally just scared the living daylights out of me. What? Grouse, man. Grouse. I could have done without that. Anyway, they just pop up out of nowhere, these guys. No wonder they get shot. Sorry about that. Right, so yeah. Lost me thread now. Head and fell. That's got a number 2 by it. I screwed my mileage up. I have to check on the old phone. On my mileage now. How can I have lunch if I don't know where the halfway point is? Anyway, yeah. Where are we off to there? Off in that direction. Check dude map. Oh, I see. Yorkshire Dales that way. I see from a distance. Might actually be Ingleborough, that big flat plain there. Anyway, I'm not going to play the geography game, am I? It's embarrassing when I do that. Right, so I'll put Paddy's forward behind us and we'll move on. Right, let's get going. What's that about? Well, you have no idea. Oh, there's another side to it. Let's go around the other side. As far as shelters go, it's the loveliest I've ever seen. Paddy's Pond there. Paddy's Pond. That's where we've just come from. That there is Preston. And then right there, oh, what's that? My finger pointing to the sky. Right there, Blackpool. I know you must get bored of me pointing out the same landmarks, but I find it kind of fascinating, being from Lancashire, being from this area, just finding all these local landmarks that kind of remind me where I am. And one more, there's Hisham. Right, I'll try not to do it again, sorry. Right, on we go. See you later, Paddy, or Paddy's Pond. I've encountered our old friend, the bog moss. Quite boggy up here. Kind of damp grass. Put your foot wrong and then you slide down into a squelchy sponge. Well, yeah, just making my way to the cairn before moving east. Bit boggy, but there's plenty of fell on the tracks. So people are up here, or have been up here. Classic. There I am negotiating bog moss. There's a paved road right in front of me. Feck's sake. That's a nice bit boggy. Yeah. See if we can read what we've got going on here. Brownberry Plain. 2 metres of peat has been lost through human erosion. Unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV. Oh, there we go. There's the cairn. Well, I should be heading that way, but you can just, I'm sure that's Ingleborough there. It's because it's got that weird plateau on the top. That's how that'll work inside. It's one of the Yorkshire Three Peaks. I will check with my map and let you know in a moment. Yeah, quite a bleak plain. Yeah, a quick look on the map. You can actually see all three. Ingleborough, Whernside and Pennygent. It's that clear. Well, yeah, quite a way off that. Anyway, negotiating the bog. This peat land. I'm supposed to have a track here, but there's nothing obvious, so I'm just going to follow the fence, see where we end up. I've got the right direction, just would have preferred something a bit more easy to navigate. Anyway, pushing on. Got these little rocky spots where they're doing the restoration of the peat. I wonder who does it. Hope they're getting paid. Oh heck. Oh heck there. So we're heading to that hill there, Totridge. So we've still got quite a way to go. You can see the fence. It's just slow going over this, difficult terrain. But we'll get there. But you can just see, look at them peaks over there. Way, way off in the distance. The Yorkshire Dales. Something just flashed from over there. How strange. Well, we'll have a break. Still a fair old way off that fell, so I'm going to fill up my water. Somebody asked me where that came from. The whole water thing was a video game reference from a game called Dead Island. I don't know if I already said this. I tend to repeat myself. You may have noticed. But in the game it was a side quest whereby a door would open. It was like a zombie game. And the woman was behind the door. She was Australian. She went, "Oh, I'm dying of thirst. I need more water." And every time you went back, she'd take all your bottles off you and give you loot. "Oh, I need more water." It never ended. It was one of those never-ending quests. So you could keep going back with water. Water! It just sticks in my head now. And I hope it sticks in yours. Yeah. Oh, hard going. It's always hard going on fell moorland like this, where it's peaty, there's no real path. It's basically just where people have trodden and where the sheep have gone. But as far as I know, Totridge is quite popular, and so's Parlick, so there is quite a good track. Oh, yeah, needed that. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to lunch. Not only do I have a sandwich, cheese and ham, exciting stuff, I have a Havler bar. I've never had that before. Saw them in the shops the other day and I thought they look just so appetising. It might not be, it might be the worst thing I've ever eaten, but I am looking forward to that. I'm going to have that with my lunch. For now, I will engage in what we got? Get the rubbish one out of the way first. Usually, they're a bit hard on the eating these. Alright, they'll do. Yorkshire Three Peaks staring me down. Such a clear day in parts. Some of the clouds moved away and I saw Hessian before and all that. Yep. Weather's come good again. So the path keeps swapping sides of the fence. It kind of gives you the option, you don't have to jump fence. But I can't see any benefit whichever one I pick. Oh heck. Look at this human erosion I'm bringing in here. I feel if they put a decent path in, you could limit that. See, that side still looks a bit boggy, but look better. Maybe I made a bad choice, that one. I'll jump on the next one. Ah, Totridge, you fiend! Wow, this is going on for quite some time now. Slogging my way all the way down here. Even got both sticks out because it's slippery, and a couple of times I've slid off wet patches, wet stones, wet pieces of wood. So 2 sticks out to be safe, but you can see there behind me, that's where we're getting to. It doesn't feel like it's any closer, but it is. Whew. Yeah, this calls for mental endurance. Just keep plodding on. So we're going to curve around, follow the fence, and then hit the ridge up there, up there. Yeah, but the sad news is, though, like I said before, I want to be over there next, and that big gully's in the way. So I'm going to plod on, plodding on. I think I'm going to have some of this. Give me a bit of a boost. Chocolate covered one, it's the only one to have. Even out here. Yeah. Denby'd be terrified now. Aeroplane above. Got a bit cloudy now, a bit overcast. Still going. Doesn't seem any nearer. So bizarrely enough, you won't be able to see it, but just over there is that helicopter again. It's literally hovering above one spot and then turning left and right. Weird. Oh, it's going off now. Whether it's practicing its manoeuvres or what, I don't know. It's very odd. Then before I heard voices coming from over there after I'd heard an engine. They've disappeared now, whether on quads, bikes or whatever. Ugh. Quite weird. Weird vibe. Anyway, turning around. Still heading that way. Still not looking forward to this return walk. There he is. Caning it down in the valley. Yeah. If it comes this way, I'll turn the camera on again, but yeah, pressing on, pressing on. So we've got some track, and that obviously means fell runner. He's just coming towards us with a dog. Anyway, pushing on. Up there. Ah. Footpath. Hey. Path. Ah. Footpath. As a wise man once said, I'll put the quote down in below, but you don't know the value of water until the well's dry. Wow, I value that path, however long it lasts. What a slog, and I've still got to go all the way back to rejoin my original trail, because as I said before, there's no way to cut across to the next fell. Anyway, Totridge, proper break then, proper break. So again, you can hear off in the distance just one there, grouse shooters. I'm assuming, unless the helicopter is part of some kind of search for a Rambo-like character who's lost in the Bowland Fells, putting up his own line of defence. Nothing's over! In which case, That explained the helicopter and the gunfire. But failing that, I suspect it's just the grouse shooters and someone practicing their flying. Boosh. That's what I think to that. Anyway. Boosh. In the true fashion. Bill Smith, fell running legend, died on these hills. I wonder how long he fell ran to. Is that 70, 80? 74, 75? My maths. Bill Smith died doing what he loved, I hope. Man, that was a hard fought for trig. I mean, there's where we've come from, that big knob of land over there. Fought tooth and nail to get here. Like I say, I need to be over there. I don't think there's any path there. I will double check. Now a break in the sunshine, but I'm going to give you a panoramic view, let you enjoy. It can be a 360, it's literally a 360 degree view, so you're welcome. Strangely enough, something bright and orange has just appeared on the top of there and then disappeared. Looks like there's people up there. So as you can see from the map, let's stay still, I've come all the way this way. That's where we are now, Totridge. So we literally have to come all the way back to head up. The reason we can't cross there is it's all downhill into the valley where Harden Brook is, so we'd have to try and cross there. I mean, I'm going from 490, nearly 500 metres down to 350 to come all the way back up to 409 at Sykes Fell. So that's a dangerous way down and a dangerous way up, and there's no track. So we're going to have to go all the way back and then through David's tomb to the grouse spots. The only thing that bothers me is that gunfire is coming from there. So whether we can actually get through might be another question indeed. Well, there we go. Anyone who doubts, I carry a map. And that's where we're at. If I can't get through the grouse spots, sadly, it's a 180 all the way back down the side of Parlick. Miss out a big chunk of the trail. But if that's what it is, God will do what he wishes. I just need to put one foot in front of the other, see what he has in store for me today. It's really good to do a trail like this. It really stretches you mentally and physically. I mean, physically I feel fine. Obviously I'm taxed by this trail like this, trying to navigate around bog moss. Here it's squelching. But it kind of stretches your mind mentally. You kind of want a shortcut, you want to take risks, anything to lessen the effort you have to put in. And that's the problem with mankind, always looking for the shortcut, always looking to put less than 100% in. And I'm reminded of what it says in the book of James in the Bible. It says God resists the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. And there does need to be a real humility out here on the trail, because like I said numerous times, it's a battlefield. Nature, or the environment we're in, is trying to kill us. it is trying to wear us down. There are dangers and risks, and that's all due to the corruption and the fall of the creation. It's become a dangerous place now. So for the Christian who trusts in God to clear out his criminal record, humility is right there in the centre of the walk of the pilgrimage. It's about being humble in every shape, and I really do struggle with that. I really want to be proud out here and think I'm amazing, and look at me navigating and look at me doing all this wonderful stuff, when in fact in a heartbeat it could all be robbed from me. I could go over on one leg and stumble, I could take a wrong turn, I could make any number of mistakes. I'm always fighting myself, fighting that inner demon of pride that wants to think I'm much better than I am. I see a lot of that on Instagram, of people, you know, be proud of who you are, proud of this, proud of that, do things that make you feel proud. And God says something completely different. He said he literally opposes it. He'll stand against it if you go down that road. And that's the first sin ever committed, I think, was the devil. I will become like the Most High, filled with pride. And that's when he was cast out, along with a third of the angels. So pride's at the root of everything that's wrong with this world, and it's humility that fixes it, as Christ, God in human form, becomes a humble servant, a slave, and dies a ignominious death on our behalf to clear that criminal record, to make all those who believe and trust clean again. It's a brilliant story, and it's true. So if you're not a believer and you're watching this channel, you maybe want to think about these things a little more deeply. It's not my job to persuade you, it's just the mailman. I'm just here to deliver the mail, and I'm delivering that message with humility, because I'm just as wicked, if not more so, than all of you lot watching, and I need that forgiveness. So it's things like this on the trail keep me humble, keep my mind focused, remind myself that I'm not in control, I'm not the be all and end all, and I'm not the boss. There's a king and there's a kingdom, and I need to be humble. As you can see, back at the start of that breakaway point. Oh my word. To you it would have been what, 30 seconds, a minute of footage? It's been at least 2-3 hours, I'm sure of it. Oh, absolutely grueling. Makes the Wainwrights look like a Tolkien way. Oh. Right. Nil desperandum. I will check the map, see what mileage we're at, and then decide if we're going to press on, grab these last fells. Man, I want to be on the road. I'm sorry for slagging off road walking. Yeah. Grueling. What a challenge. Right, okay. I need to decide when I'm having my dinner. Definitely need a caffeine boost right now, and I'm going to pull out the big guns later on. It's a surprise, but it ain't Lucozade, and it ain't Monster. Well, there you go. Literally, you're getting a chance to see God at work in humbling the proud. No wonder it felt so long. Brace yourself. Let me show you, demonstrate. And I got the map out at the top of that. Where were we? Totridge. So we had come, make sure you can see that. We had come all the way across there, slogged that path there, slogged it all the way up there to Totridge. And then on the way back I told you what James had said, which is God opposes the proud and he gives grace to the humble. And this week's prayer has been to learn a bit more humility. It's been an issue for me, and today is that day. So we have come back off Totridge, beast moded it to here where we were supposed to turn north, and we have beast moded it instead nearly all the way back. That has never happened to me before, never. So I'm going to hold my hands up. I have just ballsed up the navigation. So in order to get back to the only junction to catch Hareden Fell, I would have to beast mode, which I haven't got left in me, straight back the way I've just come again. Basically doing that bit of route 3 times. So there you go. Be careful what you pray for. You will answer. You will get the answer. I have been humbled. That's never happened to me on the trail before. But I've lost, I know what I've done, I've lost concentration. I've just focused, got my head in a one-track mind, just ploughed on, got the cairn, turned around, ploughed back, didn't even think, didn't even stop to check landmarks. So there you go, you get to witness my first major failure, and I'm glad. I'm not even upset about it. I'm glad. It's things like this that are just going to cement some of the thoughts, some of the training. It's just going to cement a mindset now. This is so epic and new to me that I'm probably not going to forget it anytime soon. So I'm going to take a lot more care with my navigation, with my map reading, and yeah, there we go. Kind of excited for the fact that I'm just going to go to Parlick and go back down the hill, because the car's right there. There's literally no way I can recover this trip. What I'm going to have to do is remap, come at it from the northeast side, and then come down and pick up Hareden Fell and then do a loop back. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm going to be a better navigator because of it. So I'm going to have my dinner. I have slogged for this dinner and I'm going to have it. Notice as well, Fairsnape Fell with that lovely shelter is just around the corner. So I'm going to go there and have my lunch. And there's a bunch of paragliders, so we might get some footage. And again, looking at it positively, because you've got to. If you look behind me, some very angry clouds coming in. And even the very wise do not see all ends. I don't know what would happen if I'd have carried on normally. Who knows? I'll leave that in God's hands. So we're going to go over there. I'm still going to have my lunch. Then we're going to watch the paragliders. Then we're going to tackle over to Parlick, which seems like a cakewalk now. And then we're going to just waltz back down the hill and get in the car. Quite excited now. It's like bonus ending. But yeah, I do feel humbled. Really do. Quite interesting to keep coming across my own boot prints. Seems like there's only me and this fell runner. It's quite cool. Keep seeing them, obviously pointing the other way. And there they are, all flying off over Parlick at the minute. Would be pretty cool. Anyway, here's us. Very familiar place. Gonna sit down, have some lunch. Oh man, long time no see. And I'm eating and I'm having a brew. At least this way I can get some dry socks on. Enjoy an easy walk back. Sandwich. Bonus item. Sesame halva. Don't even know how you pronounce it, sorry. I'm insulting your culture. There's tea. There's dinner even. Brew. Where's my spoon? Ah. I will need them sticks. Oh man, they're all jumping off Parlick. Got my coffee. Coffee! Not for me! Coffee! Brew bag. Double shot this time. 2 in 1, 3 in 1. Having both. No decaf nonsense. Thought I'd best move you out of the wind. You won't be able to hear me properly. Not that I've got much else to say. Yeah. The Pilgrim Way. Not the easy life, I can tell you that. You always got to be careful when you pray for humility. God is going to answer that prayer. He's also going to pray, if you pray for wisdom, he answers that too. He promises to. But it's not always easy. But it's good for you. There we go. Get in there. Need another rubbish bag. Right, I want a sandwich. How can I turn off the camera without showing you what I'm eating? Well, yeah, but it's the only reason you watch this programme. Another rubbish bag there, and blowing away on me. Going. Give it a cheeky stir. All the granule bits at the bottom, gotta get them out. There we go. Look at that. That's what it's all about. Right, you enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy this. You go and have a look at the paragliders for a bit, eh? While I eat this and drink my brew. Go on. Well, I just saw a guy came up, had a drink, and then we passed the time of day, and it was just coming up Parlick and then going back down. It's my way. Thought he was going to invite me to join him, but he didn't. Hope I wasn't rude. If it was unintentional. And I've got worse news, which is the Havler. I got one bite. That's disgusting. Possibly the worst thing I've ever tasted. I had a really horrible aftertaste to it. So anyway, I'm going to change my socks. Let this chap get on ahead. I'm not answering this call. It's Julie. Kind of spoils the ambience. And then we're going to head out back to the car. But I don't want to underestimate the fact that it's not a 5-minute walk back to the car. I've got to get down that hill. I don't know how he did it. I wonder how he's going to do it. So I might keep an eye on him. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep an eye on him. See where he ends up. give me a wave. What a guy. So there they are. Flying behind. Now setting off to get down off here. Not going to underestimate it, like I said. Still got a bit of a slog to get back to the car. But yeah. I still haven't got over that Havler. Oh man, I mean it's rare that I won't eat something. Oh, made with sesame seeds or something. It's supposed to be cocoa and vanilla flavour. Oh, it looks so nice. Trip. Oh well, had the last of the candle mint cake. Had my sandwich, which I enjoyed, my coffee. So I'm kind of keyed up and buzzing. See if I can get a bit closer to this guy so I can keep an eye on which way he's going to take down off Parlick. You can see behind me the landscape, guys. Beloved Preston. Sunbeams. See the sunbeams shining down, just coming through the clouds. Yeah, like Parlick. Still looks a little bit intimidating. I've still got to get down. At least when I'm down, I know the car's there. Don't worry, Hayden, we'll be back. Tell you something, just changing socks to dry socks, even though my boots aren't completely dry. So refreshing. Gives your feet a new lease of life. Always carry spare socks. So I've got multiple signals. So we've got two people going to the left, two people coming off to the right, or coming from the right, and then the middle path is obviously the one I came down. So I'm wondering if the right hand one's going to be less of a descent, if we can kind of corkscrew around the hill itself. So yeah, I'm feeling the right hand side. The sun is shining on the right hand side. Right, we'll make an assessment the nearer we get. Well, anyway, I chose the left path because the right hand one's more of a track and it takes me further away from the car. So off to the left, and I think I might have caught my friend up. Can't tell from here. Yeah, look at that. Done some walking today, I can tell you that. Whoo-wee! Ready to get back to the car. Let's bash out those miles. The only downside is two things. I've slopped on my shirt. Mum would not be impressed. Oh, three things. Second, Dad, sorry, forgot the drone today. Didn't even get to fly him today. And third, what was the third? The third thing, and a complete brain blank, is that I didn't get to show you the new energy drink. I didn't even get to try it because that would be a bit overkill for now. Don't quite need it. But yeah, I was quite excited about showing you that. Next time, guys, next time. I wonder why I could smell weed up here. It's the guy in front, literally smoking a joint, walking Parlick. What? It's probably that guy from this morning. So this is the way down. Over there, tiny, you can see my car. And one last look before we come down. Look at all that. Sunbeams coming through. Oh, this is a bit hairy. And there we go, down, off the top. Oh, my lord, that was hard. Not as hard as going up though. Smart ass. That's where we were before. I assume they're landing in one of these fields. These are all their cars. There you go. Wonder how they get up there. Well guys, oh, what an unexpected adventure. Back in the car, came down around the left hand side, which was a lot easier. And then it was kind of a straight run like you saw. Past the guy who was smoking a doobie to keep himself going, and yeah, past my mate who got to his car before I did. Guy I saw at the top of Fairsnape. So yeah, well, you know, didn't expect to fluff it up like that, but big learning curve, humbled me a bit. Made me think that I'm not always 100% concentrating, so I need to really focus in on that map, the physical map, not just my phone. So lessons have been learned, humility, which I'm grateful for, and still had a good time, even though it was quite a slog. The whole trip itself, I did enjoy it. Really enjoyed coming back, actually, seeing them paraglider guys. What more can I say, guys? I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Just means there's going to be an extra bit for us to come back and do in the future. So anyway, I'm going to set off home. I'm out with the boy tomorrow, but I won't be filming that. Probably one of the routes we've done before. Something gentle, I think. Give myself a rest after today. Anyway, guys, I hope some of what I've said has sunk in. Let's give you something to think about. Put a stone in your shoe, as it were. And I will see you next time on the trail.